After getting tired of all the weakling thoughts in his head, King finally decided to start training. He went to Bang's dojo and asked him to make him stronger. Bang just looked at him in silence and said, "Stronger, you say? Why do you want to become stronger? You already possess strength that knows no equal." Hearing this, King broke into a sweat as he tried to respond. "That's not it," but Bang cut him off and began lecturing him. "King, I was once an untouchable youth, a ruffian myself long ago. Then certain things happened that made me want to turn over a new leaf. I, too, struggled to decide exactly how I should use my power." He went on to tell his story, explaining how he once had the same thoughts as King. "If only I could become so overwhelmingly strong that I could negate all evil in the entire world." But he admitted that's simply impossible. Geru had a similar train of thought, and that ended in complete failure. No matter how sturdy it may be, a single pillar cannot hold up peace by itself. Bang continued giving him all sorts of advice. In this day and age, monsters have started going after ordinary citizens. Rather than finding ways to empower yourself, you need to protect. You need to develop and lead the way for those weaker than us. As he spoke, he added, "Take this dojo, for example." King, having listened to all of this, was asked by Bang, "What do you think? Would you like to join me?" But King cut him off and said, "You don't understand, Mr. Bang. I'm not talking about things on a grand scale like that. My problem is much simpler. I am weak and I want to get stronger. That's all." He started freaking out and explained everything. How he was nowhere close to being the strong man everyone thought he was, how it was all a big lie, and how he was actually a total weakling. Hearing his words, the students of Bang lost their patience. They were like, "No way, really? So the story about you flying into the sky holding a bomb that could have destroyed the whole solar system and hurtling it into a giant black hole, and the rumor that the majority of mythological prophecies foreshadow your birth, none of those are true?" King started to say, "Right, but like, none of those lies were really on that kind of scale." The boy got even more shocked and said, "Seriously? I'm in shock." They began talking among themselves. "So how much of it was true then? Did he actually use the moon as a punching bag and leave more craters on it?" Bang asked them to stop all the chattering, walked up to King, and said, "It seems there are many fans out there, like my students here, who revere you as a far more perfect superhuman than you actually are. But you mustn't feel pressure to live up to such heavily weighted expectations. Your sense of responsibility is something to be proud of, but there is no need to shoulder everything on your own. You have comrades who can help you. That's what the Hero Association is for, is it not?" He continued, "If anything, I was actually relieved to hear you lament your weakness just now. The stronger one is the more acutely aware they are of their own weakness. As long as you don't forget that, there is no limit to how strong you will be able to get." Hearing all of this only made King more and more nervous. He was sinking deeper and deeper into despair, thinking, well, what I'm trying to tell you isn't even in the same dimension. After that, Bang sent him to his brother for training. When King arrived at Bomb's place, Bomb said, "I already heard what you want is power in a completely different dimension. I don't know what my little brother was thinking by referring you to me. You could train under me for a lifetime and still not gain the power you're hoping for." He continued, "Certainly, unlike my brother's water stream rock-smashing fist, which shows its true power when launching counterattacks, mine is different." As he spoke, Bomb jumped up and, with a slash of his arm, unleashed a tiger claw technique that decimated the rocks into the perfect shape of a pillar. He stood on the pillar and said, "My whirlwind iron-cutting fist may be able to instantly kill all but the most proficient of opponents as long as I make the first move. But you're not interested in such cheap tactics at this point, are you?" Hearing this, King literally spat out blood as he thought to himself, "What's happening? No." Bomb smirked a little and said, Now, calm down. You won't frighten me, and I'm too old for you to provoke me into making the first move on you. Instead, I'll write you a letter of introduction. You should pay them a visit. Some traditional Shingon Gong exercises should do wonders for calming your bloodlust, don't you think?" With that letter of recommendation, King arrived at another dojo. The people there were quite eccentric and said, "No way. How could you possibly learn at our dojo? We are aware of the existence of King's style Shingon Gong arts. Such a terrifying thing. I'm sorry, but we will not be able to assist you in developing its new ultimate technique." These people then sent him to a group known as the Hot-Headed Dangerous Bunch, saying those people would be fine for you. But as soon as those people saw King, they were literally panicking. Those lunatics, did they send King over here to crush us? I'm pretty sure King had something to do with taking down the human monster too. Just looking at King made them fall to their knees. Sure, there were times we were a bit hot-headed. We've been on our absolute best behavior since the monster Monster Association crushed our dojo to a pulp, so please don't go on a rampage. We'll introduce you to another place. By the way, these are the same guys that Geru defeated. After lamenting the whole day and getting kicked out or rejected by every single dojo, King was in an almost unconscious state. He thought to himself, they wouldn't even listen to what I was trying to say, much less take me in. Just how exaggerated has this false image of me become? After that, King started climbing a mountain. He thought, I've been passed around so many places, it's already insane. A grandmaster had told him that a super grandmaster lived deep in the caverns of this place. Though we see the grandmaster being asked by his pupil, is the legendary final training ground the right place? He replied, yes, this is the place. Those who seek to train beyond their limits must face their true strength to attain enlightenment. Only King himself can quell the savage roar of the King engine. He added with a chuckle, also, I was afraid, so I sent him as far away as possible. As King nervously tried to enter the cave, scared for his life, he called out, is anyone here? He saw a figure sitting in a meditation pose and approached, saying, the Rapid Truth Rigid Fist Dojo referred me to this place. Do you have a moment to chat? But when he saw the man's lifeless body, with bones sticking out of his flesh and a corpse-like head, King absolutely freaked out. He was terrified, thinking, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before in anime. It's one of those types of training where you have to think about your past and your future and all kinds of other stuff, and you can never leave until you have the perfect answer. After getting scared to death by this old guy, we see him running away while chanting Namo Amida Butsu, a Buddhist prayer, saying, this is not what I asked for. But it turned out the lifeless body was just the old man sleeping. As King ran away as fast as he could down the stairs, another small monster appeared, which freaked him out again. When the monster ran away, he thought, was it a bear or something? I gotta hurry up and get home. Back at Saitama's apartment, they were playing games. We see how Saitama got easily defeated by King, while King was in his storytelling phase, saying, every time the world is in danger, the lies about me get even bigger. What should I do? I might have no choice but to get myself killed by a monster before I get found out, and everyone else beats me to a pulp. It may already be game over for me. I don't have a single option left. After hearing all the sad story that King had to offer, Saitama just gave him a straightforward and, honestly, the greatest advice he had ever received. Just lift, dude. By the way, guys, if you like this kind of manga storytelling, let me know. I'll mix some of these in between. And if you like the video and are new to the channel, please subscribe and press that like button so more people can find this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.